So today's show, Julie Bowen.
I was going to go, Julie Bowen.
Okay, good. We'll start over.
No, don't start over. I was inspired by yours. Julie Bowen.
What song is that?
It's James Bond.
Oh, okay.
Bowen.
Okay. I'm tone
Julie Bowen. Come on, wake up. Come on. We got to get this podcast
didn't know that
going.
too. So she is Modern Family. She's done a million things. Happy Gilmore.
A lot of movies.
Mm-hmm.
She's what I would call a kick in the pants.
She is a lot of fun.
She's a pistol.
She was funny the whole time. She made fun of me the whole time we dated in the old days. And so,
Wait a minute, what?
What was that? What's it about?
Dated who? Dated what? So this is one of David's ex-girlfriends, but friends.
Yeah, we're still friendly, and I don't see her really much because she lives in the valley. Gross. But no, we're still friendly, and she's always funny to talk to. Is she bust my balls the whole time, which you thought was funny.
I was just barrel laughing the whole time. I was bent over with tears of joy. She was just funny.
Yeah.
This one is just a lively, energetic, funny little visit with Ms. Julie Bowen, who I had never really met. Yeah. And so I just enjoyed her company. I thought she was so cool.
She just produced a movie, Prom Pact. Bless you. And she has this preteen skincare brand called JB Scrub. Do you know that? To get your pits.
No, I wouldn't use preteen skin products. Would I? I've never heard of that.
You're 14. No, that's a teenager.
No, this is tell it serious.
It gets your pits, butts, and nuts. That's the hook. Isn't that funny?
Pits, butts, and nuts? Yeah. With a JB smooth cream?
JB Scrub.
JB Scrub.
And by the way, 15% off. If you put Fly Friend 15, that's
so for our audience that is 12. Is this for who's this?
Or for their kids?
Or for the kids? Okay, so it's JB Smooth, pits, butts, and nuts.
Speaking of young, someone thought I was 48 recently.
What? Your mom?
Is that young? It's not young. JB Scrub, and it's not to be confused with JB Smooth.
Hey, I got something for this.
These are my jokes.
Remember, JB Scrub, rub-a-dub-dub.
No.
You could say in the tub. I set it up for you.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't. Say it again.
JB Scrub, rub-a-dub-dub, in the...
butt.
It was close.
Oh. You know what? Let's let her tell you about everything. Here's Julie Bowen blabbing with these two
Bowen,
idiots.
And wait till the fireworks start to happen between young David and Ms. Julie Bowen.
No, she's trying to start trouble with me, and I'm such a
It's some stuff happened on this particular episode that's never happened on other episodes. I'll put it that way. Stop your car. Don't even drive listening to this one.
Pull over and call in sick at work.
So serious. Oh wait, why am I in like a tiny chair?
Why is
that
she?
was intentional. We want to feel.
Is she low?
This is like a
teacher parent conference. Julia's being very.
Ones around the kitchen table are
Yeah, will you grab one more?
I'll grab one.
Oh, thanks, Greg. So much.
I don't know what's going on.
Look like the same height.
You look like Megan, that movie, Megan.
Megan.
She's 11.
I don't know the Megan dance.
She's an 11-year-old sex doll. Why did they make Megan such a
sex doll? Was mentioned within 32 seconds.
Why did they make Megan into an 11-year-old sex doll?
Well,
that's a good question.
I don't know if the robot needs a Kylie Jenner lip kit. Did you see? She has like eyeshadow. She's like, I'm Megan. I'm like, that's not the movie, is it?
For the teenage girl audience, I'm having a candy bar.
I think it's for the.
I don't think it's for the teenage girl. I think it's teenage boy audience. I have three teenage boys, and boys. Trust me, they are all spending a lot of time in the shower after that one.
After Megan.
After Megan.
Hey, save some water. There were 5 boys or 4 boys in my family.
4? Which one were you?
I was the youngest, so I got,
Oh, so they ignored you.
No, not necessarily.
But in a good way.
Well,
thank you so much.
My sister's possessed
Look,
that
I'm
we
like a
all
grown-up.
bullied her. They go, Lori, we were all in our own lane. We were all
Wait a minute. There were 4 boys and a girl?
A little baby girl.
How Catholic are you?
Protestants.
Oh.
I'm a Protestant. We don't have sex and we don't make a lot of kids.
My mom had 5 kids by the time she was 31.
You have 3 though, don't you?
Anyway.
I have 3, but I had 2 at once. That was,
that's
not
right.
on
That's
purpose.
not your fault. That's not your fault.
That's not my fault.
When did you know they were twins? You're having twins.
I knew, you know what? I'm not a hippie and I'm not like super fruity, but I'd had one kid. Shut the fuck up, David. I can already see you like going, he rolled his eyes. I'm not fucking super fruity,
No,
but
you're
I
not.
did have a dream when I was pregnant and I woke up and I said to my then husband, there's more than one. I had this crazy dream. He goes, there better hadn't be. I go, you're coming to this appointment with me today. And we went in, and that was the day they're looking around and stuff. And they're like, there's one. There's 2.
There's the other one hiding.
And he looked at me like, you fucking witch. What have you done? Like, how did you create 2 babies in you on purpose?
I think it safely was going to be harder on you than him.
I don't know. My breastfeeding kept him up at night.
What does that mean?
He used to tell me, he goes, breastfeeding is hard because it keeps me up at night.
What's hard on him?
It's hard.
That's
He was
tough.
joking.
My dad would go, tough life.
Tough life.
Davey.
So how do you 2 know each other? I get a sense you have had your friends, right? You know each other.
I know her
I'm just
from-
guessing.
yeah.
I don't know.
Yes.
Why don't you tell him? Why don't you tell him, David? Why don't you tell your friend Dana how you know
Yeah,
me?
what is going on here? I mean, I'm a fly on the wall right now.
I met Julie, I think, at a Golden Globes party. Is that possible?
Golden Globes party, HBO Golden Globes party. You were with Steve Levitan.
Oh, I was?
Steve Levitan.
You were there
Wow.
you'd been nominated for Just Shoot Me.
Second time, yeah.
I'm so sorry.
We're not keeping track.
Now
but-
he's like, I don't know, when was it? Second time. So you sure it wasn't the first time, David?
No, you know what? I mix it up. It's all jumbled. It seems
It's all
like
jumbled.
every
It was
year.
one of
Did
those
you
awards.
win an Emmy? I can't remember.
I don't remember. I don't think it's about
Whoops,
that. I think
sorry,
it's
it doesn't make you a better
nominations.
person.
Did you win? Wait, David, did you win an Emmy for Just Shoot Me?
Honest.
I did not.
Okay.
It doesn't make you inferior. Others of
Julie,
us
we'll get
win
to your
Emmys. It doesn't
Award.
matter.
Well, I was back when those Emmys really meant
I would have
something.
given you
Yeah,
an Emmy.
back when they meant something. Yeah, now they just hand them out like candy.
I think you got handed to.
I think you got robbed.
2011, was that the pandemic? And 2000.
Yeah, I got one of those
That was the
pandemic
COVID
Emmys.
ones?
I got
Yeah.
a COVID Emmy.
How
They
many
just, like-
nominations for Modern Family? Just say it.
I don't know. For
6, something like that.
was it
5 or 6?
for me or the show?
6 nominations. You know what, Julie? Honestly, I thought you hosted SNL twice, and you've
I've
won
never
2
fucking.
Emmys.
No, I won
Have you
2
heard of the
Emmys and
show?
I've never hosted SNL. No, I would never host SNL. You kidding me? That is terrifying. I watch it now. Also, I'm kind of into like right now how you guys watch SNL every week, right? Or no?
I see it on Instagram. They
I
have
don't
clips
stay
of
up
each
that
sketch.
late. We'll see clips. I'll go, on Sunday, you can go on.
Yeah.
You can go
and
on-
watch
on-
all the sketches.
You're right.
Yeah.
And watch all of it.
I
But the
watch all of
guests
it.
this year in particular are like, it's like complete, it's all new. Like there's none of the classics. There's no
you
Tom
don't-
Hanks.
It's the guest
The hosts.
Yeah.
all the hosts. And so when I watch it now, I'm like, oh, I could maybe do it now because it's just like they're much nicer and warmer, it seems like. And it feels like I don't know. It feels like you used to have to come on and kill in the in your opening monologue.
That's an interesting observation. So now the hosts don't have to be.
No, they're really funny, but it's much more gentle
know
and
what you
kind
mean.
about it.
Right.
They're like, I'm so honored to be here. This is so exciting.
It's
it seems like
emotional
there's
and almost
yeah.
serious. Yeah, a little
Yeah, like-
political statement. Yeah.
and a little bit of like this is what SNL meant to them growing up and how much it means to them to be there now.
Yeah.
Like even Liev Schreiber did a whole like this is such a big deal to me, and I was like, huh?
And Martin Short is on top of a piano.
Yeah, exactly.
He's like, he's crushing so hard.
Right. And so
The
it's not as
greatest.
hard on the jokes as it was back when it would have.
Did they
maybe
reach
been-
out to you
I would imagine
during
they
your
would've.
10 years or 11 years?
There was a
some grumblings?
soft. There was some
Because you weren't on
soft.
Soft
NBC.
ask?
They're pretty loyal. You were not on NBC, right? You're ABC or no?
I was on NBC when David tracked me down.
I don't know.
And
if
that was
that's
that
the
other show.
terminology.
That was Ed. I did a show called Ed.
Oh,
and
that is the terminology. Yes.
Yeah, tracked. I was doing Ed when you were doing.
So he stalked you.
He stalked me.
Oh,
we were
those
at
are
this. I was
strong
with Willie
accusations.
Garson.
Oh, Willie
RIP.
Garson, yes, was, and that's
Okay.
He was on. He invited me as he's like. I've had this said to me more than once. You look like somebody who's got a nice dress hanging in the closet. It's like the day before some award show. Clearly, everyone else has dropped out. Could you possibly chuck on your dress and show up?
That wasn't me. That was Willie.
No, that was Willie.
Okay, yeah.
So I went with Willie, and you were there with Steve Levitan, and you walked by me and then walked right back again and go, "Hey, do I know you? I know you.
Hey, what's up?
Sickening.
What's up?
And I said, no.
I think I said, do we have the same barber?
Spade has
had a
the
short
best
haircut.
patter with women. I
No.
mean, just even the flight attendant or whoever. You do. You have a good. They like the
Because funny matters. My family,
Funny
when
matters.
I started dating David, my
Yes,
family was
okay,
like,
here we go.
oh, dear God. They're like,
Okay.
what? And I said, funny counts.
I don't need to hear behind
Funny
the scenes.
counts. That's the name of your next book.
Funny counts. They go, does it count that much?
Funny counts.
Funny
It counts a
counts.
lot because you, like Lauren Michaels said once, you can't marry a face. Because eventually
That's right.
you don't even see the face.
You
So you have to marry a personality. What's better than someone that makes you laugh all day long?
Right.
David.
So David tried to track me down through, but this is where he shot the
What
bed.
channels
Are we
did he
allowed to
use?
swear on your show?
Sure.
What the fuck?
I don't think we can say track me down again, but we can swear.
How did he? What kind of tracking device did
I
he
don't
use?
know
Was it
what
a private
happened.
detective?
He
or?
no, a publicist,
Okay.
which was such a fucking C
I
minus.
want to be tracked
Well,
down, though.
listen,
Isn't it flattering to
we
be tracked
don't
down
have-
a little bit?
Not by a publicist. He,
Well, Julie,
we
there's
had
no
to-
other way. By telegram?
When
I
you
mean,
figured out that, because at first I told you I was a dog walker.
okay.
Because you were like, I know you. I go, no. Because I was like, if he doesn't know me, what am I going to give you my resume? No.
Right.
You had no idea who I was. You
You
just
did the right thing.
thought I was cute. I said I was a dog walker. You're like, and then I ran into you at another party somewhere, and then the next thing I knew, you did track me down through. You figured out I had been in Happy Gilmore with Sandler,
Okay.
Babatu.
but
Anytime he's mentioned, I try to do that.
and
She did the best.
but you
one.
didn't.
She
You
did a
didn't
good
bother
one.
to go through Adam. You didn't go through anybody personal.
I didn't think I want Adam knowing my personal business.
So what? This
Oh,
is
okay.
a Conan Johnson PR firm, and we're looking for
Right?
Miss
No,
Julie
it was
Bowen.
literally this woman. I don't remember her name, but she tracked me down. I had a couple calls from her. David would like to talk to you. David would like to, and I was like, "Fuck that." It's
They would like to see in his office.
You literally were fuck that.
well, I
I
got
was like, fuck that.
a publicist.
You were on Ed, right?
I was on Ed.
It was not a lascivious fuck that. It was
No,
like,
it was not like I'm gonna fuck that. No, it was a
No, it was not that for sure.
It was not that. It was not that. And then
But that you did that perfectly. It
I
funny.
was living in New York in this building. I remember I was in the gym really early watching TVs with no, they had with no volume. And I see that you had been tased by
Oh, boy.
Skippy.
Well, okay, that's a story
sort
we
of
have not
jumping around
explored
here.
on,
You
this
haven't
podcast.
explored this?
On this podcast. It's been mentioned though.
Oh, we haven't
David
talked
was
about it.
tased by Skippy.
I know the whole story.
Tased and beaten.
Well,
Tase was the beginning to disarm me. Disarm the
tasing
muscular.
It was
was
a
what
night of
got
terror.
my attention. Did I mention that the volume was not on the TVs? I was doing my best.
So what did you
So then I was
decipher
like,
from
where-
the silence?
Anyone who gets tased, I'm going to go to Arby's with.
Yeah, I definitely. I was like, now where was that scrap of paper I wrote down from the publicist giving me his number?
That
So I
asshole.
called him and I was like, hey.
That's when you called me about
That's when I
that?
called you. I go, hey, it's
You had
Julie,
your
I heard-
opener.
Are you all right? I just saw you got tased by Skippy. And you said, now will you go out with me?
No, I said no. I realized my dick's still working because I got all excited. I'm sorry. Can we take that
What
out?
was
in
it?
post?
now- Actually
was it
didn't
dick
say
working?
that.
Well, wait a minute. Was it you said
No,
dick
I
working?
just
You
said-
said,
I
now
said
will you go out
who?
with me?
Now will you go out with me? Sounds more like David.
Now will you
No,
go out
I
with me? I
just
had to get
said-
tased to get a
no.
date.
After I was laid up for a while in very pain, I started to come to my senses. I don't even remember these calls because it was
So much pain.
so much calls, so much pain. I didn't even know about Vicodin until right after this. So Anyway,
you knew about Vicodin by the time
Vicodin.
we
Oh,
went on
we
a
did?
date. Yeah, you were little V chippies.
Yeah, okay,
I
maybe.
remember a lot of that.
Oh yeah, I had a puka shell made of Vicodin.
No, you didn't.
You just
That's the thing
hey,
is
you
that-
ate your necklace
that
today.
everybody needs to know about David is that he's the most like sensitive, delicate flower who has low blood sugar, has
Okay.
to carry around a little rat bag full of like turkey and
Oh, there's
chicken.
protein bars all over this mansion.
And they're
Every
and
corner.
like even
It's
though
like having a puppy.
he wants to go like party, but it's at like 6 p.m.
6:30.
in bed at 8:45.
God
But we're
damn.
kindred spirits. We like to eat at 3:30. We asked the restaurants to open so we could go
You're
at
like,
4 o'clock.
"Hello?"
But that's when I was on Conan. He goes, "This was a few months back." He goes, "Well, you've been doing this podcast with Spade. How would you describe him?" And I did not prepare for that answer, but the first word that came in my head was gentle.
I'll fucking kill
Isn't that
both
funny?
of you.
Right?
Kind of cute.
But that's exactly what I'm saying. He's like a gentle, sensitive soul who doesn't want to admit the greatest story that David ever told me was I'm telling all your stories.
Julie went to Brown University.
Shut up.
She graduated.
and
So did Marcy Klein.
Okay, go ahead.
But didn't know her there.
No,
Never
go
met
ahead.
her once.
What did I do?
No, you told me the story once about
It's like a
hooking up with a
friar's roast.
girl
Jesus.
when you were living out here. You weren't on SNL yet. You hooked up with some girl. You were so excited, and you spent the night at her house, and you didn't want to tell her about your low blood
Ailments.
sugar. And I think you got up in the morning to go get coffee or something or breakfast, and you passed out in line waiting because your blood sugar was so low,
I think that
and
was
you
a
were so
Taco Bell.
embarrassed. So ever since then,
Well, that happened at SNL in front of Sherry O'Terry at lunch. It happened at Taco Bell when I was going to meet Sandler and those guys that played tennis in the Valley. At Taco Bell, I slid on the ground and slept on the ground and was out. I think that was also because I found a dog tooth in my burrito, so no one knows exactly what the problem was.
you did not find a dog tooth.
I think.
No, you didn't.
I didn't even take it back
Well, why
was
they just
starving.
kept chewing?
because they just shrugged their shoulders. But
Spade passed out was a thing.
I passed
you'd
out.
hear
I used to
a
pass out
lot.
more, but now I don't. Now I keep
But
an
I
eye
think
on it.
people think that you were like snarky and like lecherous.
No.
That was
very
the
nice.
persona, the comic persona from Update.
Well, that's me
basically.
on Update and every TV show and every movie. So that's where it gets a little blurry, right?
Yeah.
Right. What are you sketching over there, David?
I'm just signing my will.
That's when he's nervous.
I'm
just
nervous.
starts-
I'm
He is
scribbling.
doodling.
Why are you nervous?
Because we haven't gotten to anything except the fact that I should be in a stretcher at all times.
What are you trying to
Look,
get
it's-
to? Is there something?
I don't know
Is
what
there
you're-
something you
We're
need
not
to?
trying to get anywhere.
I know what
We've
you're
been at
interviewing
this for
about. You're
a
like-
year and a half.
And you're not trying to
you
get to
are-
anything.
No, you're
No,
great.
we're-
You're a superstar. I was going to ask you, how do you deal with that emotionally? When people
Yes.
come up to you, because you were going along famous, and Modern Family was a smash. Maybe the latest or last super
Yeah,
situation.
last one,
Yeah.
I'd say. Yeah.
And then you're famous.
Yeah.
And people come up to you and go, I can't believe it's talking to you.
Yeah.
How do you process that? You go, yeah, what's up?
Well, no, I was pregnant with the twins during the pilot of Modern Family, and I gave birth. May 7th we got picked up a little early, and I was waiting. I was in labor. I'm in the hospital, and my phone's ringing. I'm between contractions. I'm a little bored. You know, there's time between contractions.
Always on your
so
phone.
I answer the phone. Fuck you. And I answer the phone, and it's Steve Levitan, and he goes, Julie, it's exciting news. We got picked up. We got picked up early. They're going to show the whole pilot at Upfronts. This is a really big deal. And I'm like, oh my God, that's great. He goes, you got to come to Upfronts. I go, He said, what are you doing?
That was your celebration.
I go, I'm in labor.
She's in labor.
And he goes, you're in labor and you answer the phone. It was a quiet moment. So, but the point being that I literally at the exact same time Modern Family was happening, I went from having one kid to 3 babies. And
Oh, so you didn't. Yeah.
it was like I was in a fugue state. And people would come
What's
up
that
to me
mean?
and talk to me. And I was like, I hadn't slept. I hadn't eaten. I was exhausted all the time.
But the pickup is one thing, but then the fact that did it come out of the gate huge? I think it did.
Yeah.
Because I remember hearing about the pilot that it was big. Because you
Did it make
mentioned
you
Steve
mad?
Levitan in our meet story, but Steve, if you don't know, was my boss at the time at Just Shoot Me, and he was yours at.
Are you saying that
Modern
to
Family.
you, the listener? Because if you
Yes.
think I don't know that.
No, I'm telling
No,
the
no,
listeners.
to the
Okay,
college
listeners.
kids are going, how do we get in show business? Hey, gang.
No, Julie,
Steve
your boss's
Levitan.
name was Steve Levitan. You won't remember this, but he was
Steve
there for 10
Levitan
years.
produced Just Shoot
Just
Me.
Shoot Me.
And Modern Family.
Modern Family.
And how many homes does Steve own
Yeah.
today?
I can count 4, 3, 4.
Is he full private jet?
If he had his money, I'd throw mine away.
So, well, you know
Maybe
what?
a lease.
Divorce in California is not.
Divorce.
He got divorced. So
they usually get 70% without a prenup.
Are you divorced?
No, I'm not rich enough to get divorced. Sorry, honey, she's listening. No, but you split everything, and then there's alimony, so it's aggregate over time. I heard this from other divorced men, not myself. I've been married for 71 years. No,
divorced men.
Divorced men. Yeah.
Well, Julie is in an odd situation. It's not typical.
It just seems like it's a little sexist to think that only men are paying.
Wait a minute! No, that was me not feeling the other. Rumors are that Tom Arnold made a tidy sum from Roseanne Barr.
Sure you go. So there you go.
You're the Roseanne.
I'm all in favor of both ways.
Fuck you.
Whichever spouse has the money shall pay.
He who has the money shall. She or he who has the money shall pay.
Yes.
So I don't know if Steve has a private jet. I've never heard of it.
When I just sold my house, he came and looked at it.
That's what I heard.
Yeah.
Did he buy it?
What was it up for?
I said, "You want this for like the kids or something, like a
little shack,
yeah,
like a stabbing cabin."
Yeah, a little stabbing cabin.
I know that phrase. That's one of his favorite. Stabbing cabin.
Stabbing cabin up in Truesdale.
What is the origin of stabbing cabin? Quickly,
it's just a funny term.
Isn't it from the 1930s? It's about a place you have an affair with.
I heard an agent say it.
A shack for shagging.
Yeah, it's a shagging shack. I've heard it a bunch of different places.
It's funny. I think some agent told me, he goes, "Well, I live out in Malibu. I got a stabbing cabin in town." I go, "What?" Then I sort of did the math in my head. I go,
point? Have a stabbing cabin.
It's hysterical.
It's a great phrase.
It is. I think it's just to have a great phrase.
Mistress, yeah. You don't have to have mistress to have a stabbing cabin.
So you want to hear about our first date?
Go ahead.
I want to hear everything I can about you two because David is, my partner and really good friend, and I love to hear about him as a boyfriend.
He showed up at.
Julie is fluent in Italian. She is
nice try.
Looking at your notes.
He showed up at my apartment in New York after doing Letterman, and it was Halloween, and you had a clip-in, colorful, like blue or black hair clip-in. Yeah, because you left it on the floor, and you had a tiny bottle of Jack Daniels in your sock. And I was like,
"That's cool."
Some of this, half of that sounds familiar.
A flask.
Wait, you think that's cool, Dana?
Well, you see, anybody. I mean, it's so illicit to have I'm just going to get a pop.
Because he's that's all he could. He's a gentle soul.
Right. He's a gentle drinker too.
I do about
a little bit.
Back then, I could do about 3 drinks a night, but I do 2 now. But that was Jack Daniels. I don't drink anymore. I drink vodka, but that was a little too sugary. Bless my heart, it was too.
You kept a little tiny airplane bottle in your sock.
My socks. Yeah,
it's a lab experiment. When David gets a cocktail, there's a Diet Coke, right, and then you get the Tito's neat, and then you're mixing and matching and pouring and pouring.
Just to get, so I don't get, but I used to get the hangover so bad, so now I just want to get a buzz. I don't want to get so fucking like collapsing. So I think it's a combo of being a puss and being a loser. It's some sort of doctors told me.
A puss plus a loser.
Yeah, something like that. Fragile.
So what happened on this first date? He shows up. He's got the bow in his hair. He's got Jack Daniels in his sock.
He's got clip-in hair extensions, and he's got Jack Daniels in his sock.
That's clear.
It had a bow in it. It was a bow.
No, what do you mean stricken?
It wasn't extensions.
They were. It was for Halloween.
Oh, maybe something fun.
You had gone on Letterman on Halloween because I was like, "What's happening with your hair?" And you're like, "It was Halloween." And then he just started a constant stream, a barrage of funny came at me.
Absolutely.
For about 45 minutes. And next thing I knew, I was naked. And I was like, how the fuck did that happen?
He wore you down. So you endorphinized, you completely relaxed. And by the time he's reaching for buttons and stuff, you're like, whatever.
I don't even know. I'm laughing, laughed all the way through.
Did you laugh through?
I did laugh through sex.
Oh, okay.
Because come on.
Well, that's not
okay.
Great.
That's a whole other story.
No, that's not.
No, that's good for our podcast.
It should slow down right toward that part.
It could be fade out on that.
Nope. No, it was funny because I remember calling my sisters the next day. I go,
is sex good?
No, what did you say to your sister?
I said, I saw what David Spade last night. They're like, oh no. And I said, he's funny. Funny counts.
Why is everyone fucking
Funny counts? That's the name of this episode.
But when I came and so we saw you New Year's Eve, when we'd been seeing each other for a while, and Molly, my sister, and I came to see you at the Delano. We were somewhere in Miami, right? We stayed at the Delano, and she laughed so hard in that performance. She leaned over to me at the end of it. She goes, "I'd fuck him."
Yeah, Molly.
That was comedians all over America.
There are chuckle fuckers out there.
counts.
I'm not a chuckle fucker.
A chuckle fucker, is that a
People that go out with you are chuckle fuckers.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
No, I'm so.
'Cause
you
you're
know
funny.
how serious
You're
and
funny.
grim I am.
No, you're not. You're
I'm like,
very funny. No, you think this is about looks? You are very funny.
David.
So you seduced
She is.
each other comedically.
You have
No.
2 Emmys
The
versus my 0. That really fucking burned my onion.
It doesn't mean you're
punching the
not
walls.
great if you don't have an Emmy. We have Emmys.
Quit saying, you dragged yourself into it?
Doesn't mean we're what? Oh,
Dana,
what?
how many Emmys do you have?
2. It doesn't matter. 6 nominations. Look, we need to move on. David, you are a superstar.
I don't think I was with Julie when they announced at the Emmys David Hyde Pierce, and I started to get up.
You should have
It
won
was so
one.
sickening. You would have
And
fucking
you were
blocked
like,
me.
"Got
I
it."
go, David Hyde, where that guy? Yo!
Are you serious?
Yeah, it was good, though, because it was a good wake-up call. Why did I think I could win? That's the thing.
What? I know. Oh,
Yeah.
I was
she's
laughing.
okay.
I was laughing
no, that
really
was
loud,
good,
and I
actually.
didn't want to. I didn't want to
That's
blow
actually
out your mic.
professional.
No, you won
To not
two,
laugh.
and but
David.
okay, back to
Fine, I'll let you ask questions.
Well, I love
Yeah.
that story.
Julie. When we
Well,
when we
only-
went to
only
the
the-
commercial, you were naked.
I know you
in
did.
the story.
You just. It was like a wall of words. It was like getting roofied by humor.
Oh yeah, I've seen him do that where it's just tumbling,
It would
with all these one-liners and references, and it is a barrage.
Well, you
if
have to
he's
be the
on.
same
He was
frequency
on.
of humor.
And then you're laughing.
I'm
Which
laughing.
is oxygen.
A great
for him.
audience.
And
Yes.
yeah, I was laughing and laughing. But that was about the last time we were on a date alone.
Oh,
Because
boy.
then you was always you always brought somebody.
Yeah. Got silent.
Oh.
He
Well,
always
I will
brings
say-
he always brings people on dates.
Well, yeah.
The worst
we
is when
always
Sandler
meet
found out about us going out, because then these two will gang up against me.
Sabathu.
We have time for one more question.
This
We
is
cut all of this out, aren't
You
you?
were on ER where you did a strong turn.
talking about strong turns.
What was the?
What I have these kinds of questions that don't involve that.
I know. Well, I wanted to just let
Should
the
we-
audience know about her career
Okay.
with the Happy Gilmore of it all. We do have to, just
Yes.
because it's
She's in
exciting,
the
because we just
comedy
did that
world.
thing for Adam.
Because I did that. Yeah, because I
Yeah,
did.
you were at the dinner.
By the way, I watched your Kennedy Center strong.
Oh, yeah?
Turn off the cameras for a moment. That was really, really
the
good.
teleprompter joke. That's
Yes.
a good starter.
Let's turn off the
You
teleprompter.
can only use it once.
It was fantastic.
That's
Yeah.
funny.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Did
Conan
you-
liked that one. That,
It was
Bless his
really
heart.
good.
thank
That
you
was
very
a
much for
joke
watching
in
that.
that.
And we had a blast out there. We saw you at the dinner before. The
Yeah.
intimate dinner for 200 people.
The intimate dinner for 200. I call it the B list. Or the
It was the spillover room.
It was the spillover. It was the LA crew that was not going to be invited. Dana, did you go to DC?
I was there.
Oh, sorry. So you were
Our
A
paths never
list.
crossed.
You were there.
No, you were in DC.
I was.
You were
Right.
at the
No,
dinner
but you
too.
were also at the dinner. We
Oh,
were
the
at the
Hillcrest.
dinner. You know,
Adam had
I
a dinner
thought
2
you were
days
there.
was like
before.
the-
And
Yeah.
then I went to DC.
I was like the
Yeah,
the
the dinner
low
was
level.
Did you go to
just
the
an old
Italy
school
Post?
call sheet of all his movies combined.
Right. Exactly.
Because it was you were from Happy Gilmore and Hubie Halloween, and then Dennis Dugan did both of those, right?
Yeah.
Directed. And
No, Dennis Dugan didn't direct Hubie.
he didn't.
No. Mm-mm.
Do you remember who
Ed
did?
Hurley?
No. Hang on. Give me a second. Don't do this.
I
to
think
me.
it was Dennis.
So embarrassing.
No.
No, I would fucking know if it was Dennis.
I know Goosen did pickups.
No. Yes, he did pickups, but it was someone has the internet. They'll figure it out. I forget.
Heather,
Bob.
will you
no.
find out who directed Hubie Halloween?
Jeff.
Brill.
You make
Brill.
quite a Brill.
Steve
Was it
Yeah,
Brill?
Steve Brill
Mhm.
has
Steve
directed
Brill
a
did
lot
the
of
do-over,
Happy
yeah.
Madison
He did a lot of
movies.
them. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Steve Brill.
So
Sorry.
you did Happy Gilmore and Hubie Halloween.
Right. For Adam.
Happy Madison.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Happy Gilmore. Do you get recognized? Do you get asked about that? You must get recognized a lot from that.
From Happy Gilmore. Most people were like, oh, I didn't realize that was you because I look like I was 50 in that movie.
You had a Spade haircut for
I
sure.
had it was like a Princess Di, like frosted and like sprayed into place. We were in Canada. We had lovely crew, but like I've got sad white trash hair that wants to like run back to the
I
trailer.
think it looks pretty cool.
Your hair looks good now.
every afternoon. So they wanted to be, nobody knew who I was, and that was fine. They wanted to get my hair done in the morning. They never have to touch it again. So it was like this orb, like I could turn my head and it would come after me, like. And it was like a helmet. And I thought, oh, it's bad, but no one's going to see this movie. It's okay.
Let's be honest.
I thought no one was going to see the movie. I thought it'd be like a Billy Madison, which was really, really fun. And like a lot of people saw it, but it wasn't like a humongous thing.
Well, it was like,
it grew.
But it started building. That was when it was building.
Right.
Did anyone refer to it as a turkey during filming? Yeah.
That sounds very specific and personal, Dana.
I just feel old guys here, this turkey ain't going to fly. I just heard it as a figure of speech from old Teamsters. Look, kid, you're in a turkey.
You're in a turkey.
Good luck with it.
It's all right.
I was, I think, on Lost and Found when the camera guy goes, hey, get him next time. I go, what does that mean?
You thought you did the best.
The whole movie's not even done yet? Nah, come on.
We're all going to
learn from this one.
Tell you everything.
That feels like
because they know
negative.
they're like inside not laughing. They're
not
not
the worst
laughing.
part of movies. You do the first rehearsal at 8 a.m. You get all the chuckles. By the time it's on your shot, 12 hours later,
you're burned
it's
out.
like Dresden in there. Okay,
but I mean, why don't you direct? Do you direct your own stuff?
Now I do.
Yeah.
I can't do anything with someone.
And like keep it in 2 shots because who wants a close up?
I like
comedy?
2 shots.
Well, that's why everyone loves dailies back in the day because you could see the wide shot. This is so funny. Then it's cut into a million pieces. And it doesn't go from funny to less funny. It goes to not funny.
Right.
Yeah.
So no, I'm in total control of my career. Look at this. I say whatever I want.
Right. No, obviously you're the master of your own domain.
Yes.
I can see that you have an empire.
Yeah, kind of.
2 shots. I love.
Antonio's Deli Productions have a production company with my sons, and yours is called
Bowen and Sons.
Is that to do with your sons?
My sons? No, I just always thought it was funny.
Oh,
I mean, my sons are 20.
Like a store in a small town.
Yeah, like Bowen and Sons. I don't know.
No, it's funny. It's like a big
hilarious.
corporate.
We're dying.
Incorporated. This is the best podcast I've ever been a part of because it's like a pinball machine. I love it. We're just going all over.
Oh, that's me. I'm really sorry. If you guys had like a direction you need to go, I can be quiet.
Be in the moment.
No.
Okay, because I can be quiet and like answer questions if you want.
No, this is new.
No,
we've done a lot of these. You're in your own flavor, your own lane. Your stuff with David.
Well,
Who's your favorite interview been so far?
Favorite interview so far?
Don't ask us that shit.
You know what? I guess it relates to you only because it was very different, and it was like our second one or first one.
Was it Tina?
Ed O'Neill.
Oh, Ed O'Neill.
Oh my God, you had Ed.
We had Ed O'Neill as our first one.
Oh,
Are
he
you
was our
fucking
first
kidding me?
Very first.
Was he like looking at his watch?
No,
No.
listen. He calls. We all have the same manager, me and
Yeah.
Gervitz.
Gervy.
Gervitz is and Ed's. So he would call and go, "Hey, Ed saw you on this. He wanted me to tell you. He thought this was funny." Ed, he would do that now and then, which is a very cool thing. I like to do it. He's older school. I do it on someone's Instagram. I will DM say, "Hey, I just saw you on this thing. You were funny," or "Hey, I just saw."
Right.
And so I like getting those feedback from people. And then when he did it, and then we said we're doing the show, he told Gervitz, "Yeah, I'll come on right away." We hadn't even started. He goes, "Yeah, I'll do it." And so he likes comedy, he likes Dana, and so he was super cool. And right away, our first one, it was kind of about SNL. You know, it's like general,
like for 5 minutes.
Yeah, and we go, "You host SNL?" He goes, "Yeah, I didn't really like it." And then it was silent, and then we go, "What else is going on?" And he had the most interesting stories.
I had heard things about him anecdotally, and also met him and this and that. And it was our first one, so I didn't know we had to emphasize SNL that much. So for 45 minutes, I got fascinated by his childhood.
Oh yeah,
he told a
Youngstown,
story because
Ohio.
he's the Popeye fire, the martial arts guy, the tough guy with no ego about it. Because sometimes I whisper in the bar. I get real soft, and you could see he's making a fist. And the bullies are leaning in. And he goes, then I drop the hammer. So I was so fascinated by a Hollywood actor who first doesn't give a fuck about Hollywood.
None.
Or at all.
None.
Fame, zero. And was almost a made guy in New York.
Yeah.
A real football player. Like a legitimate badass guy who's so alpha male, he doesn't wear it.
Yeah. And started in the theater.
Yeah.
Like actually has this like heavy training and everything.
Great actor. So he was one of our favorites. Maybe it's because it's our first.
Well, he's also super cool. He knew we were new at it, but it's just a bullshit session. So there was really no super wrong way to do it. And he had so many good story after story that we got entranced by that stuff. And then it was a fun one. So
what was he like for you?
We got a lot of good feedback.
He's the best.
Yeah,
I mean, you don't fuck with Ed.
Right.
But he's just mostly just
he's fantastic.
Charmer.
We would joke that he has a book. We would all refer to it as Ed O'Neill, Chapter 9, because he'd be like, why sit? No, why stand when you can sit?
Oh, in a scene?
Why sit when you can lie down? Why come to work when you can be at home? Like from the minute he got there, he'd look at his watch and go, when are we wrapping? We do a rehearsal and he'd go, I think we got it. We have not rolled cameras.
Shot it yet.
We have not.
1 foot out the door.
Well, and one day he did leave, drove away. They're like, we're not done. He go, what? He had no idea. He works really fast. He's very smart, and he doesn't waste any time. And he also is like, never start the day in a sweater. You'll regret it. He has all these like bits of wisdom.
For a movie?
Because one day we were shooting this outdoor, like the family's playing touch football. We started shooting at 7 a.m.
When it's cold.
And we're cold, so we like can I get a sweater?
Yeah.
And then it's 2 p.m. And he's like, just crosses his arms and goes, never start in a sweater. And we're like, Chapter 8.
Because you have to match for people.
Chapter 8, Ed O'Neill. He has so much wisdom.
Did you direct him ever?
Yes, I did have to direct him.
Is it hard directing everybody?
No, you just make sure the cameras are in the right place and walk away.
When you get him in, you go, okay, he's coming, so let's be ready.
Yeah, let's be really ready because you're not even going to get a whole take. You'd be like, I think we got it. You're like, we haven't rolled yet. So that was terrifying. But he's
that's
wonderful.
From experience. That when you got a neurotic director and you're wearing everybody out, wearing the crew out, wearing the actors
Wait,
out.
whoa! Who's neurotic in this story? Is this
not
you?
Not
Okay.
you. No.
You're prepared. I could tell you, Julie would be prepared.
I had a director once, so you're just going to drop bullets on. It's a close up.
Yeah,
I'm going to say an hour.
On dropping bullets?
Yeah. Oh, that could be reset. Just a little frame different and just like that.
Were you even in the shot or just your hand?
But I was watching it and realized, okay, this guy is in a sandbox and right now he's dropping bullets and he doesn't want to go in and have dinner.
Right.
He does not want it to be over.
Right.
And so that kind of director just exhausts the shit out of everyone. But if you have Ed O'Neill, like, you're smart. You went over and said, Ed, what are you going to do here?
Right.
We'll be on you like this.
Right.
That's it.
And it's more about the people around him. And I mean, Ed is, and if you tell him where you're starting and where you're finishing, he knows where to go. And the man is so savvy. And he was so great with the kids because they were 11. And he would be like, bring them aside and tell them this is, you don't want to cross in the middle of a scene because then they got to film you twice. Like things like that.
All the old school tricks.
The old school, like find a comfortable place and not in the middle, but to the left or the right of the scene. So, they you don't have to be in every single shot.
Oh, in the background when they're shooting close-ups.
Yeah. He knows all the tricks. Cross off before, say your line and cross off.
And then you'll never have to.
So he's about conserving energy.
He is, you know what? A little goes a long way with him, and he knows it. He's
By the way, all those tricks, and it still works. It's not like people are like, oh, now it's bad. It's like, no, it's still good. You just cut the horse shit out because there's a lot of fluff and bullshit when they do overtakes. I remember we were doing so many takes on Dickie Roberts. Oh, a couple people remember in the back?
Knucking Futs.
Dickie Roberts, a comedy starring David Spade from 1997.
The very last day we have.
Brick, wall, waterfall. Dickie thinks he's got it all, but I don't. But he don't, but I do.
But I do. So boom
with the attitude. So boom
Peace,
with
punch, Captain Crunch. I got something you can't touch.
Which is really problematic, that line. When a 10-year-old girl,
say it now.
A 10-year-old girl is going, peace, punch, Captain Crunch, I got something you can't touch. And they cut back to David going, and you're like,
she's telling me I can't.
That you can't touch her.
That's the right thing to say.
Well, it's still kind of fucked up.
It's a song.
It's a little fucked up.
And then she goes, bang, bang, points down there. Choo-choo train. Wind me up, I do my thing.
Where does this go? Fudge, lemonade?
No.
Where does go?
That's a dirty
what's the
song.
mic drop?
Well, that's Well, Dana's a dirty man.
Yeah. Oh my God! Look at this.
My mind is in the gutter.
No, he has to keep me in check.
I do think sexual thoughts all the time, and no one wants to know what I'm thinking.
Dana keeps me in check because I get a little R-rated on the thing.
You get a little R-rated, but you have editing power.
Well, we don't take
right.
it out.
We don't like to edit much, you know. But yeah, sometimes
Keep it real.
David will go, got a little pusher, and I'm like, David, what are you doing?
Yeah, that's that. Yeah, maybe not that.
No, I think we said once that homeless people sometimes have really good hair and huge dicks, and it's not fair. And then,
but so
it's
does
funny. It's true.
So do a lot of people, just like in general.
It's all not fair. I don't like any of it.
No,
like
but
homeless,
a lot
I
of
don't like
people
it.
don't
Anyone
have
with
their
good
pants
hair
around
and a
their
big
ankles.
dick pisses you off.
Yes, there we go.
And you don't care if they're living under an underpass
or in Truesdale.
or in Truesdale.
Still envious, even
Still-
though they
still-
live in a cardboard
envious,
box. They have the
infuriated,
two
mad.
metrics that he really wants most:
yeah.
giant hair and a huge
and a giant
appendage.
dick.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
We're working on it.
Hey, Scott.
yeah, but
Running out of time, but working on it.
We're out of time. I've never said.
Running out of time in life, but I'll get there.
Anyway, we're really our guest today. We're going to
No.
start now.
okay. Now,
Julie-
you guys can ask me questions or whatever it is that you do.
be
Well,
normal.
should we just do one SNL song?
No. Let me tell you my finishing story. And
please,
Dickie Roberts, we
please
were
do.
done.
Dickie Roberts out now.
You can take it if you want.
I just don't understand it.
That was a gift I got.
It's
She's looking at her fly on the wall.
It's a little
I don't know if it's a
creepy.
lunch pail or what is
It's just a little bit like something like you made in leather tooling class
There's
at
condoms
like
Tandy.
in there.
it. This is a, I was given, people can't see
We're
this,
looking
but
at
it
a
says fly on the
leather-
wall.
a
It's a
leather little
leather
bag.
something, and I was given it backstage
It
of the
says fly on the
show.
wall.
It's very sweet. I have to put it back where it belongs. Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
Okay. So at the end of the movie, like you were saying, we
Dickie
had
Roberts.
Sam Weissman was the director, and he was great. The whole time was great. We moved quickly. That's
I'm
always a
sorry. Does Dana always, like an old lady at a matinee, unwrapping her Werthers?
No, this is. Yeah, I hate people who do this in a movie theater. It's a drama.
He's doing it.
It's fucking eating can. Yeah. So anyway, go ahead, David.
Thank God Dana takes the heat. He's eating a
It's
protein
just
bar.
over there. You're like,
David got me into protein bars. Like
They're the
now,
best.
I'm not even hypoglycemic, but I'm like, I guess I better have a bite of one.
You have to
I'm gonna
eat.
wait till the story's over. This is the Dickie Roberts Lifetime Achievement
Such a
Story
good story.
Award, starring David Spade.
We all know that when you move quickly on a movie, like if Julie's the director, she's got like this, I know how she is, and she's smart, thinking ahead, and she will keep that set moving.
You could direct
that
me. I'll
keeps
have-
morale up. Now, on this movie, everything was going pretty good. But at the last day, we were wrapping. We said we're going to wrap around 5 early because we only had a couple things to do. So we planned a party. And then we said, oh, well, and then everyone will stay and we'll have catering and all this shit. We wrapped at 12:30 in the night. And
at night, like
yeah.
at a.m.
And we missed the party. And I think, bless his heart, the director had rapophobia. And that's what Dana was talking about. They don't want to go home. They don't want it to be over. And they keep shooting.
They're playing
and making
their
up things to shoot,
sandbox.
basically.
But they also they have overlords and people at studios being like, you didn't get this, you didn't
No, I know
cover
that
it,
for
and they
sure.
start to doubt themselves, and they're like, they know they have it, but they're like, I might have to shoot it like a
Sure, do you have a
3/4 and
POV
then
from the squirrel shooting up, and they're like,
That's-
no, we didn't get that. And they're like, what the fuck are you doing out
It
there?
is
So the
a
next day,
methodology of some companies. Just cover the shit out of it,
And
and
then
we'll make
we'll-
the movie in post.
Exactly.
make it in editing. It's an old thing they do. And even on Sandler movies, like if he's not there, because he sort of masterminds the whole thing. And if I'm on a movie and he's producing it, then they want to know, they're second guessing, what will he
Well,
be
exactly.
looking for?
Exactly.
But you're in them with him, so it's fun when you're in with him. When it's not, you have to do a little extra coverage.
Yeah, I don't know. I've
You know
been
what I
I've been with him.
You're like, I've been blessed to be in the good ones where Adam's in them.
Every movie I did with Adam, I just did 2 cameos. They both were not his biggest box office.
What were they?
Jack and Jill and Little Nicky. All very
Oh,
funny.
Little
Sandy
Nicky is a
Wexler.
big cult hit, though.
Yes.
That one is
Yeah, at
people
the time,
love.
it was, but it- yeah.
I'm
Well,
from the
I mean,
South.
Billy Madison and Happy Gilmore are huge now with young kids.
Yeah.
Again.
Because those 90s comedies, early knots comedies, they were just funny and light.
What's
My
a
sons
knot?
love 'em. I don't know. How do you, what's 2000 to 2009? Is that the
That's
knots?
the aughts.
Aughts?
The
It's not the
aughts.
knots? I've been saying that for 2 years.
Jason and the
knots,
Arger
it's like,
knots.
It's like it's what you didn't want to do in the aughts. That's a knot.
Okay, we talked about this the other day. And what's 2010 to 2019?
Oh, I don't have any idea.
That's the
the
teens.
naughty teens?
The naughty teens.
Are you a naughty teen?
No,
And what are we into now?
That's a
The
website I have.
We're in the roaring
we're
20s.
we're up to the the
We're in
20s.
the roaring 20s after a
now,
pandemic.
finally, roaring 20s.
Just like 100 years ago.
What was your strong turn on ER?
I
It
played
said-
a woman named Roxanne.
What do you do?
I made out with I was somebody's I was a I can't remember what my role, what my character was. She did insurance or something.
Yep.
And I ended up with Noah Wiley.
Strong turn.
Who
did you give a BJ to in Horrible Bosses? Just look at my notes.
Jason Bateman.
Was it?
Close.
No, I'm guessing.
Sudeikis.
It was Sudeikis, but you never see it. You just hear the improv where I say your balls are so smooth.
And that was improv. That was your ad lib, and they kept it in.
Yeah, your balls are so smooth.
And who was your husband?
Oh, Kevin Spacey. But it was before.
Did you leave the window open?
Kevin Spacey.
Kevin Spacey. He was top of his game.
Yep.
We did not. There were no
Brilliant
scandal.
actor.
One of the biggest stars at the time, probably. It was huge.
This was even pre House of
Netflix show?
Cards.
Oh,
He still
yeah,
had
House of
he
Cards.
still had some he still had some life in him.
You're still.
It's like
It says you're fluent in Neutrogena. I'm reading this wrong.
no, I'm not.
She's a spokesman.
You were a spokesman for Neutrogena.
I was twice.
Is fluent in Neutrogena.
I was a spokesman for Neutrogena twice when I was a younger person, and then they got me to be as an old person.
They need old people on there.
Then they didn't renew my contract because they said they needed someone who looked more mature. Nicole Kidman.
Do you know
What
that's
a
a word that
burn
makes you
on
sound
her.
drunk? What are the two words that make you sound drunk?
Neutrogena.
Say judicial.
Oh yeah.
I went to judicial and I got some Neutrogena.
You're right.
Those two words, you're stone sober, you will sound drunk.
That's a
for our
world
audience.
you're.
Neutrogena and judicial.
I remember seeing
Judicial system.
Julie on the back of a magazine in a Neutrogena picture.
Yeah. That was
a great
and then
one.
you were finally like, okay, I guess she's worthy of this Spade Hall of Fame.
It was already rolling by then.
I think it had already
You and I.
rolled.
No, she was on Ed, and then you went to Boston Legal,
Uh-huh.
and then you did.
Do we just do IMDb?
Yeah.
You work with William
I'm
Shatner.
reading. I don't
Did you
really
go with James Spader, William Shatner? Was that on that?
That
too?
was James Spader and William Shatner and Candice Bergen. That's who
Oh,
I was
Candy.
most. Candy. Okay, you
Back
guys.
to SNL.
No, she was on SNL.
She's a 5-timer, isn't she?
Yeah,
sure.
I had an Asian character named Ching Change, and she was in those sketches. I know.
Anxiety
And the
producer.
vapors come
I'm like,
on.
I need to
It
leave
was
now.
1986. I would never do it again. I swear. But it was a character done very lovingly and sweetly. But
I was
she was part
horrified
of that
in the
sketch.
audience. I'll tell you that much.
Do you worry about that? Like
I'll get someone to
someone's going to
look that up.
cancel you because what you did in '86?
Because I know where it came from. I know the intent in my heart. Intentions matter. So I got it. It's based on someone I knew
And no one said anything.
who had a
then.
pet chicken or appeared to have a pet chicken
Appeared
on a
to.
leash in his front yard.
which is very sweet. I just it's crappy now that you have to worry about that. Like I think about it all the time. Like, am I going to say something that I think is funny and then
Well, they tried to ding Ben Stiller, who's brilliant, about Tropic Thunder, and it just says they don't have time for.
But Tropic Thunder was like ahead of its time.
Satirizing narcissistic actors who will do anything to get an Academy Award. It has nothing to do with anything else. So he
Right.
just didn't apologize. And
Was that for Simple? Oh, it was for Simple Jack.
No.
and also Robert Downey
And
Jr.
also Robert Downey Jr.
An
Right.
Australian actor who was so narcissistic and so desperate that,
That
he
he
does
did- he-
blackface essentially.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it was, but I thought
What
that
if our
was
podcast
Simple
is
Jack was
smart.
in trouble too.
Simple Jack.
Well, that was making fun. I always say to my
Yeah.
kids, like, if you
Great.
see people play, mentally deficient human beings, they always have short khaki pants and awkward haircuts and big ears. And so I saw that in two actors, I won't name them, who got the Academy Award for playing a character like that. So Ben was satirizing the
Yes.
cliche that if you're that type of person, you need to have really short khaki pants and a really short haircut and have
Exactly.
your ears stick out.
Right. And he was satirizing it, but sometimes the satire gets you canceled.
Well,
It gets
yeah, and
blurry.
I'm not against
If you just look
things
at it from the
changing.
surface,
You know,
you just say-
there's cringy things all over, movies and it's fine. I mean, I'm open minded.
I haven't watched Wayne's World recently. I'm not sure. Would it be like?
We're good on that one because we didn't do any drugs. The only thing we did was we'd see a girl and thrust
Go
our hips and
ka-ching.
say swing.
Swing. Sorry, swing.
Rude.
And so it's pretty. Sphincter says what? Swing. It's pretty benign.
Cream of some young guy.
No,
you do Cream of Some Young Guy?
Austin Powers, which is a brilliant trilogy, went harder at some of those things.
Okay.
I don't. God, that might have been in Wayne's World.
Did you say I'd like some gangbang chicken? Is that?
I just know that all those movies made me laugh really hard, and I revisited. I produced a movie for Disney Plus. It's the first TV-14 movie they've done called Prom Pact. It just came out last week, and it has like red Solo cups and people reference sex, and there's gay characters, and it kind of fell between the Bob Chapek going out and Bob Iger coming back in. People were not really paying close attention, and I can't decide if we're going to be like, if Disney's going to love us and hire us again and again, or they are like freaking out because they actually have characters saying some racy things.
So 14 means just 14 and up instead of just totally G
kids.
Or PG.
Exactly. Right. It's not even PG. It's like yeah, there's some content up in here. But yeah, it can. There's some content up in here.
There's some content all up in here. I don't know.
We get some content up in here, but you get concerned that you're going to get in trouble later on.
Yeah, I'm been around so long and no one cares about me. I'm uncancelable. I mean, I can't. No one would cancel me because they don't even know
Dana,
to look me up.
I'm too superstitious. I don't want you to get canceled.
Listen, the Emperor's New Groove. We had to take out all the dry humping scenes.
Oh no, and it was animated. So but for Prom Pact, we decided to address all the 80s problems and the John, because it's a reference, it's all like an homage to John Hughes, but then we have to talk about how problematic John Hughes was. So we watched all those movies again. And,
Ferris Bueller?
Ferris Bueller holds up well.
That seems kind of like an iconic comedy.
Breakfast Club?
Breakfast Club mostly pretty well.
But there's some edge.
I mean, now that we go over to like Weird Science,
Weird Science is
God, I love that.
Not what is the main ding? What subject? Was
I mean,
the
character in Prom Pact says it's an episode of SVU. Like it's like you create a woman and just to bang her. I think.
Oh yeah, Weird Science. I got you. Yeah, yeah, I got you. Yeah.
Revenge of the Nerds, very problematic.
Sure.
Yes.
There's some really...
All those movies are like drill a hole through walls just to watch girls naked.
It's like, couldn't even touch that.
And make sure the girls passed out before you have
Remember
sex.
that one? Glory Hole Galore.
I think that was actually a porn. That might have been a porn.
I don't know about that. I don't know where I saw it. I made that up. They're going, really? That's a movie?
That's a movie. Like,
a movie that couldn't be made today for 20 bob. Glory Hole.
There's a great
Galore.
Glory Hole on Peak.
This is the kind of content that Dana's not comfortable with.
Today. I know. He's jumping in, though.
Today it's all, we're hanging it all out. This will be one episode.
This one won't air.
My wife will be driving and she'll be...
What's the Prom Pact?
What is the Prom Pact? What do you mean? What is it?
Yeah, what's the actual pact?
Oh, it's that the two best friends in the movie agree that they've never done any
gangbang.
No, they've never gone to any of the high school stuff. They're both like nerds and really serious. They're like, they've never gone to prom. They're like, fine, we'll do it together. And then the lots of complications ensue.
Yeah, don't give everything away.
I'm not going to give it away.
It's
You're
two
gonna like
guys
it.
or two girls?
Two girls. No, girl and a guy. They're best friends.
Oh, they're best friends. Are they going to go together? Or
yeah, they're going to go together.
Now streaming or coming up?
Now streaming.
It'll be
now streaming.
Disney
You would
Plus.
actually like. I don't know what your taste is. You would actually like it because it's kind of sweet and it's kind of cute.
Sweet and cute. I don't mind that.
It's sweet and cute, and there's some pervy
2001
things.
Space Odyssey.
And there's some pervy things.
And I like the first Alien.
You like 2001: A Space Odyssey?
Yeah.
Sober?
I've seen it 40 times.
How many of those times were you unaltered?
No, he loves
No, unaltered. I've memorized. Out of Africa is my wife and I's touchstone movie.
2001. Did you just say you have it memorized?
Yeah.
Well, kind of.
There's only like 8 words.
I know. That's why
Yeah. I'm like, I remember
Open the pod bay door.
Open the pod bay door.
No,
I'm sorry, I can't do that. There's not much.
In high school, when we would see it, and I would say, "Open the bathroom door, Hal." They were stoned. My friends were stoned in the Volkswagen Bug in 1969, and I would go, "Open the bathroom door," instead of "Papa." They would laugh for like an hour and a half, because they were high. But
I never understood.
Movie.
It is brilliant and way beyond me in a lot of ways. I feel like I missed.
It's just, is there a better topic for a film than how we got here? And the idea we've been seeded by aliens, basically, that infused primates with intelligence that become us.
That's what it was about.
I mean, the greatest mic drop in a movie is with the discovery that he can use the bone as a weapon. how he takes his time, and then that music, and then he throws it, it turns into a spaceship. I mean, come on. Julie, go with me. Well, what's your favorite movie besides Wayne's World? And Dickie Roberts?
I love Dickie Roberts, of course.
But iconic. Here's a question: movies you watch every couple of years. Movies that like for me, The Godfather 1 and 2, I'll see every couple of years.
That's a real dude. Yeah. I think that's.
I know. What's yours?
Scarface dude movie.
Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
With Jim Carrey.
Good Jim
That's
Carrey.
a very heavy, cool. Did Charlie Kaufman write that?
Charlie Kaufman wrote it, and Michelle Gondry. Is that how you say his name? I'm probably saying it wrong.
That's his name. That's her name. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's her name. You're an asshole. Any Charlie Kaufman movie, I feel like you can watch again and again and again because it's like they're so layered.
It was the one with Nicolas Cage.
Is that the one? Or someone
Nicolas Cage? That was the
Malkovich.
That was the one. Not being John Malkovich. That was the
one.
Adaptation.
Yes.
Adaptation was phenomenal.
Charlie Kaufman wrote on the variety show I did,
He
96, with Louis C.K. And
he did?
Yeah, Charlie Kaufman.
Never say him.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Wait, what? What was that like?
Charlie is, he's brilliant. He's quiet. He's, he was just around doing crazy stuff.
But he would write a sketch that would be easily digestible to an American audience. Like I can't see
the show was essentially canceled after 12 minutes of airing. They let us. We'd already the
first sketch
6 episodes.
I see.
We went from 16 million to 2 million as I was playing Clinton breastfeeding puppies. So that we did not have a commercial bone in our body. That was Disney. Disney bought ABC after we agreed to the deal, and so we were a square peg in a.
Well, you went after Home Improvement, which was a very
we followed
family
Spin City, Home Improvement.
You followed Home Improvement?
Yeah, which is a great show.
Yeah,
we were doing
not
acidy,
right.
But we weren't. They thought we were blue. We weren't blue at all. We were just abstract. That's where
Bill Clinton breastfeeding puppies. You're not joking. That
was the cold opener. It was Louis' idea, not to blame Louis. We banked it a month before.
Everyone wants to blame him.
And it was like, he goes, Clinton's like, and I believe in our country. I know we're in a crisis. And he goes, and that's why I have. And then I'm just buttoning the jacket, and you see these teats have been put on me. And then puppies are brought out. And I will feed these puppies like I feed a worried nation. You know, that kind of thing.
Worried nation.
Right after Spin City. What's going on? Laugh track.
Oh my God. It makes me so happy to hear you do impersonations. I know.
I'll do anyone you want.
Really? You do so many. Just right there, you just did Bill Clinton and Michael J. Fox, but barely, whiffing past them so perfectly.
No, he can do Trump.
Lately, I've been doing
Trump with the Miranda rights.
I do Trump. I don't know. This will be after. You can cut this out. When Trump got arrested, put it that way. You could put the cuffs on me, but you don't have to read me the rights because I wrote the rights. I could write a lot of things. I wrote it with a lovely lady named Miranda. I told her you have the right to remain silent. She put it down, and we're going to do it. Some people said no, but we're doing it anyway. We wrote the whole thing. So that's just a poem, basically, for me. You want to hear my Fauci poem?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a poem that maybe wouldn't work anymore. To me, they're all Fauci poems.
Okay.
I know I told you when you had the COVID shot, you'd be dancing in the streets. Okay, I missed it by that much. All right. Now you have 2 COVID shots, 3 boosters. You're getting and giving COVID to another guy who's got 2 boosters and 3 shots. That's why I'm introducing the daily COVID shot. Every day you go to your healthcare provider, you get your shot. By the time you get to your car, you got no immunity, but it's a beautiful 39 seconds. I'm Tony Fauci, and from the bottom of my all-new leather Fauci's, go fuck yourself. I had to get the end.
Who would
That's
do?
Cathartic. I'm sorry if I've done that before on the podcast. Not many times.
No,
would you like to go? Would you ever go back on SNL and do characters?
Yeah, of course I would. Come on, let's get real. My father lost his job. No joke. I can't around here because David Spade is the funniest guy I've ever seen. It's the people, the Pirates of the Caribbean. Sorry. I would. I like doing it on the podcast because there's no rehearsal, no script, no one's yelling at me. David's not trying to control me.
Right, because on SNL they don't make as much fun as Biden as would maybe.
as you would like to.
Well, as just split it down the middle. Just keep it fun. Make fun of both sides.
Yeah, they just have that guy, that
James Austin Johnson.
He's
brilliant.
just so good. His cold open this last week.
Yeah,
it's unbelievable. He was doing singing, and
he is amazing.
He's so good at it that it kind of doesn't matter.
It's too good.
It's so good.
I don't. My style is like I don't want to teach or be taught, so I'm not going to try to overtly sneak in a political statement. I don't like preaching to a choir and getting
right.
So I'm trying to find what is fucking funny about these people. Both these two guys are really funny, rhythmically, personality-wise. At first, when Biden came out, it was just like grandpa of the country.
Yeah.
Trump made everyone crazy.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, come on, folks. He was very gentle. And then he started yelling, and that was like, what a great hook. You know, he whispers, guess what? The rich don't pay their fair share. They got to pay their fair share. It's a fair share. And it goes up and screams like the grumpy old man, right? Basically, the ball went in his yard. It's mine now.
He'd get off my lawn.
But to your point, I don't know what the point was.
No,
I just would you want to go on and do any, like, do you guys miss that?
The shoe was on the other foot.
You know, you were right.
I don't know how not to ask questions.
No. We like it when you ask questions.
You're not pushy enough.
The point is, yes, it's fun. I go back there and do a guest spot.
They
That's
could
really
easily bring
fun.
Dana in to cover somebody.
I love being on it. I love sketch comedy. And I love watching the people doing it now. But if you're doing a small comedy club and riffing or podcasting, I get a lot of a fix off that too. You know.
Yeah. You don't need to.
It's not going through 100 channels and, getting edited. Or you watch, even the Mark Twain, we had a great time, but they took 90 minutes out of the show. So
they did?
I got 4 jokes lost. I only did 4.5 minutes. I lost 4 jokes.
Do you want to do one of the lost jokes?
Do you want to do one right now? Yeah, let's do it.
What if they suck? I said, in this woke age of PC and comedy, please, I think Mark Twain would be the only one that would not win the Mark Twain Award.
No wonder. Of course, that wasn't going to be. That was designed to be cut.
You're like, here's a freebie.
You threw
by the
them
prompter, they held up scissors with their fingers.
Nope. That is the most low-hanging fruit. You insulted Mark Twain.
I said he had some iffy stuff. And then, here's a harmless one. Mm-hmm. I've done a lot of movies with Sandler. Instead of listing them, just go to your unmarried uncle's house and look at his posters in his bedroom. That's my movies with Sandler. Do over. That's fun. That's harmless little jabs.
That's harmless.
And it makes fun of me.
Did the Dennis thing make it? I don't think so.
Oh, on the actual show?
No,
I don't think so.
What was yours?
Dennis Miller about Sandler getting the Twain, if I can remember it. Criminy. So the Sandman got the Mark Twain Prize. All right. That's a pithy moniker. One of the great minds of the last millennia has a crackerjack motif, okay? Sandman makes 60 movies, gets a tiny whistle for his efforts. So that's just like a little...
They were working with... we got a good Nancy. What did you say? Because Nancy Pelosi was in the front row.
Unpack there. That's me channeling
Nancy
Dennis.
Pelosi was in the front row?
And Paul Pelosi, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How was Paul? You look okay?
Paul
still
looked great. I did Pelosi to her. I said,
ringing.
I do you. It's very exaggerated. The Republicans drive you crazy, and you always look like you just sat on something cold and wet. And then I go, she was not smiling.
Scissors by the telephone.
Scissor time.
Scissors.
She even did it.
She's like, mm-mm.
She goes, guess who's the exec producer of this thing?
The lights started flashing. People are evacuating. Attention.
Oh my God.
Attention. Please remove. Go to the
You guys are
closest.
so
We had a
you're
blast,
fearless that night at
or stupid.
well, but the
dinner.
D Squad dinner here for
Spillover dinner.
Right.
spillover dinner for those who were not going to DC. There, everyone got up and everybody gave a loose, not a tight 5, but like a loose 7
tribute
and tribute. And there was some really dicey stuff. And I'm not going to name names. I'm not going to call anybody out. But I was like, holy crap! These people have no fear.
Right. Well, at the Kennedy Center, everyone was well dressed. It was almost like a corporate audience. There was a little more gravitas about the situation. But that was like playing to your peers in the audience. Most of the comedians were in the audience. But yeah, fearless.
So no Schneider.
What? Come on.
No.
They're poisoning our water.
He was there both.
Adam was there. Or sorry. Yeah, Schneider was there.
Schneider was there and he performed in that?
He did, and then he sang. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, amazing. Okay.
He can sing.
He sang Grow Old With You.
Grow Old With You?
That was one of Sandler's songs.
He can really sing.
He sang. He's a great singer. On the road, when we go on the road with Adam, he goes up and sings Now or Never as Elvis.
That's right. I've seen him sing. That's right.
And he fucking belts it.
They
They go crazy because he
can actually sing.
He can sing, and he was Elvis in Japan for 6 months, so he knows how to do it.
Wait, for real or like as a joke?
No, he went there when we started stand up, and he did.
He tells a 10-minute story on this podcast about how he became Tiny Elvis in Japan. It was a big hit.
You said 10 minutes like it was a bad thing. I feel like it was.
No, it was great.
Okay,
I mean, because it was a lot of building blocks of how it came about and how he became Tiny Elvis in Tokyo and crushing. No, he would refer to. He said I was Tiny Elvis.
When we got to SNL,
he said he was tiny.
Jada just threw that on
I don't know if you're confusing because we did SNL.
Didn't he call himself Tiny Elvis?
The first show of the season when we came back from summer,
he did a sketch where
Nicolas Cage was the host, and we
did
did Tiny Elvis.
That's where I got it from.
Because it's you and it's me. I'm Tiny Elvis.
And wasn't he keyed in on his shoulder or something?
Yeah, Nicolas Cage.
That's why. Rob. That's where I got Tiny Elvis from.
Was Tiny Elvis on the dashboard? And
for sakes, not like I'm Tom Brady over here, you know.
You guys really just free fly it.
No, free fly. Okay, here we go.
You're like, well, there's no there.
There's no there. I'm like, do they head towards something?
I'm most crazy. Fill in the blank with Julie.
Here we go. This is a quiz.
Oh God.
Okay, let's sing.
These
Fill
are
in
easy.
the blank with Judy.
Yeah,
Julie
harmonize,
Bowen.
David. Harmonize.
No, he's got it.
Fill in the blank. I'm most crazy when. Fill in the blank.
I'm most crazy when. Oh.
That
You
could be
get
an
up
answer
to when you go to bed.
Oh, it could be an answer.
No. I'm most crazy when around my kids when they're jackasses.
That's perfect.
Yeah. Okay.
Have you ever gone
right
on
answer.
and checked somebody's celebrity net worth? Because I do it a lot. I think they're.
Yes.
Have you checked your own net worth?
Yes.
Is it accurate?
No. And that's how I know that the other ones
Right.
aren't accurate.
Yeah.
I was like, that is so inaccurate.
Okay.
You know, that's I think what they do is you're what you've made, they guess on everything you've ever shot with no taxes and never spending money.
Right. And then you've never spent a nickel of that money and that you've never put a kid through private
no
school.
divorce.
Like no divorce. Yeah.
Okay. Gross cash turns into tissue paper in a fireplace. And it's not a complaint. We're very privileged.
Turns
but
into Leno's ear. Remember when Leno goes, my ear? He goes, you know when your
He
face
said that.
catches
It's made of paper.
when your face catches on fire, your ear is the first to go.
We already
He goes, it goes up like tissue paper. He goes, there's nothing there.
When I read something
Swear to God.
negative about myself,
Okay.
my reaction is
Panic. Panic and shame. And so I don't.
you don't
Shame
say
and
fuck
panic.
these people.
No. So I have a strict no reading about myself ever policy.
I don't look at anything. I don't look at any picture. I don't read anything.
It's too horrifying.
Nothing.
The smart is to believe the good, but don't believe the bad. That's what I
No,
do.
but that you can't. If you believe the good, then you got to believe the bad. So you can't read the good. My mom used to always try and send me shit like that she, cut out of the paper or cut out of a magazine. Go, but it's good. And I said, yeah, but I don't want the shit that's good because then I have to believe it when they say that I'm like.
Everyone sees this. 10
Always
examples of
strategize.
how Dana Carvey was never funny.
Yes.
Can I click off?
BuzzFeed.
We have
Thanks, BuzzFeed.
concrete proof.
Here's
David
proof.
Spade's not
My
funny.
biggest indulgence is
Glasses. I'm not wearing them right now, but I've spent an enormous
spending money.
money. That's an adult. Yeah.
What about your ski trip?
wow.
But that's for the kids. I'll spend money on my kids. Sure. So you could say my kids, but that's boring.
Can we switch the answer, judges?
Last time, or a little sort of Barbara Walters. Last time I felt brave.
Oh, wait.
Ooh.
Well, how come you don't ask these questions?
Because he's the brains of the outfit.
Okay.
I'm just here for looks.
Last time I felt brave.
And you also can say pass. It can be
yeah,
like
you
a
can say
game
that.
show.
No. Wow.
When you went down fucking
All right,
devil's ball sack.
No,
when you
I did
think
not
about-
go down Devil's Ball Sack. I did go skiing with my kids, and they were trying to make me do a lot of jumps. And so physically brave, I actually did one, and it was terrifying, and I was sure I was going to break in 10 pieces. I'm a good skier, but
I used to watch my kids go down a giant hill, laying on their stomach on a flexi. So it's little wheels, and the helmets are kind of not really on. And my wife could look, and I would always have to look away because of childhood trauma.
No, you
but one
can't.
time I did look, and that was the bravest.
although my kids did say to me, Mom, I think if when I'm a parent, I'll never do this with my kids because it's so dangerous. And I was like, wait, what? I just got told that my parenting was rough by my own kids.
Things I have a hard time saying no to. I mean, you offered a lot of things like charity
you mean
benefits, and if you could
work-wise?
show up.
I say no to everything.
Did you feel guilty at all?
Oh
or
my
you're
God,
just
I
healthy
feel
about
so good. If a friend hits me up for something that's charity oriented, school, charity, all that, yeah, I do a lot of stuff for my kids' schools. That
when you want to say no, how do you do it? Email, phone call, text. Just can't.
Ghost.
Too busy right now. Or
if I want to say no, I'm out of town.
Out of town.
I'm out of town.
Even if you're not, and then you have to hide out those days.
Then you have to hide that weekend.
Okay, here's
but
one
that's
that's
okay.
interesting.
It's worth it.
Favorite full circle, because we have a theme. Favorite, everyone has theirs. I know mine. Favorite SNL cast.
Oh, full cast?
Well, or
we're doing like fantasy
we were
football.
part of a hybrid.
Oh, you could do fantasy football.
You guys should do a fantasy football because then I would go.
Do that.
I mean, I would obviously have to have you guys.
Have to, yes.
Have to.
There's Hall of Famers in every cast.
Yeah,
you know.
I
and then
mean,
who is the starting crew?
cast.
My starting lineup would have to be but there's some that
No, I hate doing that because then I forget someone.
No, I know, but like Beck Bennett, who was in the last kind of cast.
Great cast member.
Quiet, slow roll for the first maybe 4 years, and then on fire for the last
Just
2 or
Putin
3.
with the shirt off.
I mean, Putin with the shirt off. And then you've got the guys who Mikey Day and the ones who play the Trump brothers.
Yeah.
But I'd say overall, I mean, you got to have Will Ferrell.
Yeah.
We know we have to have Will.
You have to have
And
Will.
Will knows we have to have Will. He's amazing.
I mean, you
he's
do.
amazing. He's into.
He's a
we have to have
first
Bill
ballot.
Hader. You have to have Kristen Wiig. It goes on and on. You know, Keenan gave us a future episode, but he gave a great answer. I guess we can save it, but he said the women. The women since 2000, and of course Sherry O'Terry is one of my favorites before that, and Jan Hooks and everybody. But if it's kind of been so dominant, like never before in the history of the show, when you start adding them up.
And I agree.
Do you like people to say oriented or orientated?
Orientated isn't a word.
I know, my friend says
Oriented,
it drives me
that
fucking
sounds
bananas.
Orientated? Who says it?
He goes, they're more family orientated, and I go,
Family orientated.
people say it all the time.
Oh, here's an easy one.
I knew
My
it wasn't
favorite
a word, Julie.
exercise is.
Exercise, like with my body?
Yeah, do you like walking? Do you do a Stairmaster?
Why do you ask these things?
Because I'm out of bullets. I got nothing.
We
were out a half hour
over
ago.
and over in the sandbox a while ago. My favorite part, I exercise all the time obsessively because I'm crazy and I have to get my brain to shut up. So I ride a bike to nowhere a lot.
I could have answered that.
Yeah.
Okay, Julie, we know you got to run. Thank you for coming by. We're going to go to a break. We have...
everyone behind you goes, she doesn't have to go.
I know.
She doesn't have to go. They're like, we just really need to be done with this.
No, we did good, though. We thought it was really good.
We were counselable in a couple segments, right?
Counselable?
No,
Counselable. I'm not
Cancelable.
I went to state school. I mean,
yeah.
Where are you from?
Montana,
and then the peninsula.
Where in Montana?
Missoula.
Was that where you just were?
I was just in Montana. I was in Big Sky.
I was there too. I was in Big Fork visiting relatives.
I was in Big Dick.
Yeah, there is Big Dick, Dixon County.
I should have said Big Dick.
Big Sky, Big Fork.
You
and
were
of
down
course,
by
Big Dick.
Livingston then.
I don't know. But I like it. I like it because you go skiing there and there's dudes in Carhartt jackets and like no helmet. And they're like old school.
Right.
And then, they're like, they come up here, they cut a butt.
Dana drives up in his Volvo.
I drove up my Volvo.
And they go, look at this city boy.
Well, it's a poem. Well. Looky what we got ourselves here. We got a city boy. You from Stockholm? Is that what y'all? City boy with your Swedish car driving all around. Oh, you got airbags? Oh, you got a little pillow in case you hit a grizzly bear? I sound like Chris Rock.
Hey, sweetie pie. You got a little Do you have a Volvo, by the way?
Do I have a Volvo?
Yeah, I just want the audience to know who to
No,
follow.
I don't have a Volvo.
Do you have a Volvo?
I do have a Volvo, but I do not
Let's
have a
look
Volvo.
at a clip of it.
Let's go.
Well, looky what we got ourselves here. We got a baby Volvo. That's what your plan is? Anyway.
Actually, I got to go. Julie.
He has a
great.
lunch.
All right, Midnight Toker. You guys work fast.
That's good. 1 hour. We got to get them in and out. We don't want to...
Yeah,
We're
It's
not
like
Rogan.
another
We're running out
pancake.
of
Ty
stuff.
Burrell is
the greatest person that ever lived.
lightning round.
Yeah.
let me tell you.
Jesse Ferguson is
The most unrecognized of our cast is being freaking
good
funny as hell.
answers.
Sofia Vergara.
Sofia Vergara
Vergara.
is a heart of gold, the most generous. She's a queen. My kid just spent 12 hours with her 2 days ago. Because he went to see America's Got Talent and with another friend.
Oh, she's there?
And I said, if you have a chance, say hi to Sophia. She had cameras on him. She took pictures. She sent it to me. She's the most generous, kind
God, so you
person.
just had a blast.
What's your impression
show?
of Sofia Vergara? Do you have one?
Where you have to, it has to be about something. Oh, the one that people really liked, we were on Ellen, and they were saying, what's your relationship with Sophia like? And I said, she keeps to herself, and like she lives in a castle, like in the sky with like a beautiful man. Yeah. But every now and again, I'll get a call and she'll go, Julie, this thing tonight, it is cocktail? I'm like, what do you mean? What do we wear? It's cocktail? He said, well, I mean, you can wear a dress or you just have to look nice. But it's a cocktail. Like it's cocktail. Like she has this very specific cocktail means something tight and to the knee, and in evening means tight and to the floor. And cocktail, she's like, cocktail, with like fruit or flower. And I'm like, so your dress can have fruits or flowers on it for cocktail, but not for evening? She's like, yes. So that's Sophia.
Does she have a good ear? Is it just, that's cool.
You spend time around her.
The best way to learn someone is just to be around them.
Yeah, just being around them.
You just start telling stories and talking for them, and then you realize you're doing an impression of her.
Jizz.
Yeah, jizz.
Mm-hmm.
Jizz.
And what was Sandler's spillover party? Was that cocktail?
It was, well, for me, it was cocktail. For Sandler, it was vagabond.
it was Green Jets parka.
Vagabonde.
I'm fluent in Italian. You hear that, and you.
I'm fake. I do fake Italian.
You are very good at your fake Italian.
Julie, the exit is on the.
That's fake
linguini. You should have joined some food words.
The exit's on the
Julie
5th floor.
Bowen.
I want to see this house.
This has been a podcast presentation of Cadence 13. Please listen, then rate, review, and follow all episodes. Available now for free wherever you get your podcast.
No joke, folks. Fly on the Wall has been a presentation of Cadence 13. Executive produced by Dana Carvey and David Spade, Chris Corcoran of Cadence 13, and Charlie Finan of Brillstein Entertainment.
The show's lead producer is Greg Holtzman with production and engineering support from Serena Regan and Chris Basil of Cadence 13.